Nation, and welcome to the next installment of the OHIO podcast, Flip-A-Palooza. That's right, it's a huge recruiting weekend for Ohio State, and we're going to talk about it here at the OHIO podcast. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Ring the bell. Make sure you smash that like button. Of course, let us know what you think about what we think down in the comments section below. Ohio State is on an absolute flipping heater when it comes to recruiting, and that does not look like it's going to end anytime soon when you look at the four guys in the 2026 class who are or were committed to other schools, who are taking a little looky to see what Ohio State has to offer tonight under the lights against a Nicholas UCLA Bruins. Let's talk about it right now. Let's get into it. The first guy I want to bring up, someone we've been mentioning a lot lately, that's Georgia's own Dre Quinn from Buford High School. That's right, the home of one Edric Houston. Top 400 kid, borderline 4-star 247 sports composite recruit, top 40 edge rusher, top 45 athlete from the state of Georgia. And he is looking at doing a little flipping from Clemson, where he decommitted in September. Has three schools on the docket here in the last 3 weeks of the college football schedule. Ohio State this week, Texas next week, and Tennessee to wrap it up. Does he want to play for a team that wears scarlet or a team that wears ugly orange? He started out with Clemson, Texas, Tennessee. Things looks like Dre Quinn has something for the color orange. I don't know. I would say he'd look much better to scarlet and gray if you ask me my opinion. 6'4", 228 pounds, and he is an absolute athlete. Helped lead his high school last year before he transferred to Buford to a national championship in basketball. Multi-sport kid. Incredible athlete, really good feet, quick feet, can jump out of the gym, they say. That's the type of kid I want as an edge rusher at Ohio State, 100%. Hopefully we can shut the door on this thing, get him in campus, loving life at Ohio State, and say, you know what, I don't even need to take a visit to Austin or Knoxville. I want to go play my football with Ohio State and Ryan Day in Columbus, Ohio. That's the hope this weekend. Keep your eye out on Dre Quinn. Many experts, including our own Buck Vader, thinks that we have a very good shot of landing Dre Quinn and getting him in this 2026 class. More on Buck Vader and his recruiting prowess later on in this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Next up on the list, can I interest you in another defensive lineman, this one from the state of Louisiana. One Darius McKinley, 6'3", 270 pounds from Lafayette, Louisiana. Top 600 kid in the 247 composite. He's a 3-star. It's ranked number 69 in the composite for a defensive lineman. Top 20 kid from the state of Louisiana in that same composite, currently being recruited by Larry Johnson. He is someone who can play both outside and inside. So if Dre Quinn doesn't want to be a Buckeye, maybe Darius McKinley would like to fill that need as the second outside guy on the defensive line, since we also already have three interior guys. He would definitely, I think, be more in line of saying, we're going to start you on the outside and see how that goes, young man. Maybe it won't go well for him and they end up kicking him inside based off his size at 270 pounds currently in at 6'3". But it's interesting to note that the same weekend that Dre Quinn's on campus, here shows up Darius McKinley as well. Maybe a little pressure, maybe. Pressure's a real thing. Peer pressure happens all the time. Just ask kids these days and just think back when you were that age. Peer pressure is real, my friends. He is the second guy on this weekend visit that I would like to mention. The third is CJ Brona. CJ Brona. from Winter Garden, Florida, a 6'1", 166-pound cornerback currently committed to the Gators. He is a top 125 kid in the composite. He's the 14th highest ranked cornerback according to that composite. He's actually the 6th highest ranked corner according to 247 Sports, and a top 100 kid in their rankings. He's also a top 10 kid out of the state of Florida. If you look at those rankings, the composite has him as a top 20 kid, and this would be a massive get if somehow, some way, we're able to flip him from the Gators, given who we just currently flipped from the Seminoles. You want to talk about going down to Florida and grabbing some of the best talent. They obviously want 3 corners in this class, and he would be the third if indeed he wants to come and be a part of this class for the Buckeyes, and he would be one of those who would definitely elevate your recruiting class numbers simply based off the fact that he's a borderline top 100 kid, high 4-star recruit in the class of 2026. So keep your eye on CJ Brona as well. And then finally from Mill Creek, you know I have a love for anybody whose first name is Braxton. This is Braxton Rimbert. He's a 6'5", 200-pound linebacker from Mill Creek High School in Hoschton, Georgia. I probably didn't pronounce that right either. Hoschton. Yeah, sounds close. He's a 3-star recruit. His composite score is .8622, currently ranked 1,377th overall recruit in the country. Could be an edge rusher as well, possibly. Maybe another defensive end, pressure on Drake Quinn. I don't know. Obviously, I would say they're recruiting him, though, to be kind of a linebacker since he's in contact with James Laurinaitis. And Ohio State wants a third linebacker in this class. The 108th ranked edge rusher, according to 247 Composites, and he's ranked 138th overall in the state of Georgia. So not a really high ranking here. Currently committed to Wake Forest. Can they pull him away from the Demon Deacons and get him to become a Buckeye and add some depth at the linebacker position as they look to no doubt develop him? That is definitely a possibility and something to keep your eye on, no doubt. Before we flip over and we talk about some of the kids in the 2027 class, I want to mention that one of the things we love to do over on our Patreon page, link below us here in the video, make sure you click on that and become a member. There's a free version, a $5 version, and a $20 version. Free version doesn't get you very much, but at least gets you a message board to chat around with some people, ask some questions, get some links and some funny memes and things like that. As a Buckeye fan, we post some of the stuff there as well. And you can ask some questions. Hey, folks, is it worth the $5? I'm here to tell you it absolutely is, but don't take my word for it. Do the free version. Go ask on the free message boards. Hey guys, is it worth being a member for Patreon? One of the things we offer over there is our own recruiting rankings. So we have an algorithm where we put every single commit that commits to Ohio State into our Buckeye algorithm that takes into account so much more than just some kid's highlight film or what one recruiting expert in a region thinks about that kid or gets paid to say about that kid. And we actually look at this kid from an Ohio State perspective. What does he mean to the class? What does he mean to the program? What does he understand the rivalry, in our opinion? What's he like outside of football? What does he appear to be like when he's interviewed? What does his coaches say about him? All of these things are taken into account and looked at, and we put it into an algorithm to come up with our own rankings. Here are our current rankings based on our algorithm, highlighted by number 1, Chris Henry Jr. with a score of 98, followed very closely by in-state linebacker from Glenville, Sincere Johnson, Also, in-state offensive lineman Maxwell Riley is third on our list. Simeon Caldwell, the safety slash linebacker, is fourth, and the other wide receiver, Chris Henry's teammate, Caden Dixon Wyatt, is fifth, and Sam Greer, the other Ohio linebacker, is at number 90. If you are a 90 or above, that is what we consider a 5-star, can't miss, gonna play at Ohio State and have a great career as long as they don't have to endure injuries type of recruit. That's what 90 or more means. These are kids who we think are guaranteed locks to become NFL caliber athletes as well, as long as they stay true to what it means to be a Buckeye and they're able to develop while they're here. Your 80s, these are kids who are going to see the field at some time during their career, in our opinion. They're pretty solid guys, might even be better than what the experts think about them. The 70s, these are developmental kids to us. These are kids who they come to Ohio State, as long as they don't transfer and they stay true to the program. Maybe by the time they're an upperclassmen, they might get on the field, and you just never know what could happen possibly. But this is our rankings based off that algorithm. We thought we would share with you. And every single one of these kids, by the way, we do a recruiting video for. We call them Buckeye Commitment Reviews, where we pull up their highlights, we talk about them from the perspective of Ohio State. It's very popular. We want to invite you to come and be a part of those and check out those videos over on our Patreon page. Now, let's talk about kids from the 2027 class who are going to be in attendance. The big name everybody's talking about is Brock Williams. And the reason why everybody's talking about him, he's the second highest ranked tight end in the 2027 class. He tweeted he was going to be on campus, and he gets the very rare retweet from head coach Ryan Day. Something Ryan Day doesn't do a whole lot of is social media, especially during the season. So for him to retweet Brock's tweet, that lets you know everything you need to know about what Ryan Day feels and thinks about this young man who's going to be in attendance. 4-star Texas safety Eli Johnson, another top prospect who could be on commitment watch this weekend. That's right. 2027 4-star safety Eli Johnson from Texas, ranked 114th overall in the 2027 class. He's a top 10 safety in the class. He could be a Buckeye by the end of the week if you listen to what some of the experts are saying. After landing in-state offensive lineman Kellen Weimer and Mason Wilt 2 weekends ago, Ohio State's looking to be building that 2027 offensive line class as well. And coming in this week on the offensive line to take a look and see what Ohio State has to offer is Dewey Young, the 120th overall recruit in the class of 2027 from the state up north. Can we steal him from the maize and blue? We shall see. Wisconsin has a tradition of developing great offensive linemen in that state. Cole Ryder might be the next one, ranked 169th overall in the class of 2027. He's going to be here. Virginia offensive tackle Brody McNeil, ranked 234th overall. He'll be on campus along with Colorado interior lineman Jackson Roper, ranked in the top 250 overall. So we'll see if any of those guys end up deciding that they want to be Buckeyes as well. As far as other positions, defensive end Abram Sessi from the state of Pennsylvania, top 100 kid, will be in attendance. And Gabriel Jenkins, a linebacker slash safety, ranked in the top 250, somewhere around in there in the class of 2027. He decommitted from Penn State after the James Franklin firing last month. He will be in attendance as well. Looking way down the road to the 2028 and 2029 class, which is absolutely crazy to say because my stepson's in the 2029 class. And here I'm talking about kids that he could possibly be playing in high school. We have Darian Prescott and Jaden Bell, defensive ends in the top 100 class. We'll be courting them as well as Pennsylvania defensive end George Parkinson IV. He's a top 50 level kid, and a top 100 kid from the state of Maryland, Jermaine Smith Jr., will be in attendance as well. So some big future names there. In-state running back Carte Ligon will be another visitor of note for the 2028 class. So no ranking yet for him, but he has offers from Indiana, the U, North Carolina, Penn State, and he has 2,580 all-purpose yards, 27 touchdowns from Chillicothe as a sophomore. There you go. 2029. I can't believe I'm saying that. Pickerington Central running back Edmund McAllister III, who just got an offer from Louisville, will be in attendance. And let's see, Corin Russell Jr. From Philadelphia, Ohio, was offered by South Carolina this week. He'll be in attendance as well. Your Bible verse for the day comes to us from John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Have a great Saturday, everybody. We will be hanging out on Patreon tonight, 7:30 for the game. You want to hang out with us? You want to check out the game with us? We'll be over on Patreon 7:30 this evening, having a great time. And of course, Buck Vader dropping some serious knowledge all weekend long with these recruits. He gets the news. His phone's buzzing all the time. He's on his phone all the time. He gets any insight information, he'll let you know over on the recruiting message boards, on the rumor message boards, all of those message boards, which are only going to cost you $5 a month to be a member and get access to one of, if not the best in the business when it comes to that kind of intel for Ohio State fans. Have a great day, like we said. Be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH. Sing Carmen, Ohio with all your heart. We hope to see you on Patreon tonight. Go Bucks.